So it's been a while. Look how long the grass has grown. A letter from the DWP has arrived. Now, I'm only 37. Right? I'm only 37, aren't I, Sandra? Bell ringing. How's bell ringing?
Good, actually, yeah.
I am the radish man. I come from down your way. And what do you grow? I can grow radishes. I'm not too sure. Strawberry, 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 strawberry. No. They have, for want of a better word, plaster stilts. They have like these Right. Fly papers. Lincolnshire and flies and living in a rural location. I don't know whether you can see the amount of flies this fly paper has got on it. There are hundreds, if not more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this one and start with another one. So with these, they're quite messy. You don't need, or we don't use, the little drawing pin, but obviously depending on where you are, you might need to do that. And then we actually attach it, see that there? So we've actually used a paper clip. But what I do, let me just come down those steps. So with that now, I put that into our general waste bin. And this time of year now, if you've got flies in your bin, you zap them twice. Rasha, I can see you hiding behind the door. What are you doing? I'm dealing with flies, Rasha. Life isn't just about Rasha snacks. Right, let's just get this one in the bin. That one there, I'm going to pull that down a bit. I always make sure that I can walk under it without bashing my head. This is the second one we have up in the conservatory. And look at it. And then this one here, we just use one of those little wire food wraps on it, so that can come off. If I can get it off, and then basically I attach a new one to the conservatory roof. Let's go and do that. That's just on there, and that can move along. The base of that one come out. So that's 2 fly papers that we use. Now this, and you can see some of the carnage on the floor here, is the other one that we use, and this is absolutely, I only cleared this out recently. These are brand new tubes, but that needs turning off and blowing out and giving a wipe over, so that's just cable tied on. But yeah, dealing with the dealing with flies, as I say, the good old fashioned fly paper from yesteryear. Loads of them. Always worthwhile having. Strawberry, 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 strawberry. An abundance of strawberries. Did top up the pond. What's that? Bit of moss off the roof, I'm guessing. Oh no, there's a sheep having it. There's a sheep having a dunk. Come in, number 5, duck. Your time is up. Don't you sit there for tonight. So that's not going at the minute because the sun's setting. Let's get Sandra at some stage. She's going to need to shear this grass all the way around there. Sunflowers. Let's have a butcher's at the sunflowers. So these are all coming along. You see the little heads on them. Look at that. Another row of them. One of my betting that's going to be the first head to come, and that's pointing where the sun's setting at the moment. Oh, there's another one. Look, look, look. In fact, if you look at all of these, all the heads are pointing that way. Not quite ready yet. These are definitely fattening up and getting juicy. They're definitely getting juicy. So height wise now, if you look at that there, that's sort of up to my top of my tummy. And these poppies, oh my god man, I don't know. Obviously there must have been some kind of poppy seeds where we got the topsoil from. It is absolutely crazy the amount of poppies we've got, which are now taking over, but I'm going to let them run for it. And so I'm surprised anything grew in here this year with all the horse manure that we had in. And there's a second run of radishes. Oh, you know what? Oh, the Sandra, these must be different. I'm not too sure why they're not red. It must be a different kind of radish. Look at these. I am the radish man. I come from down your way. And what do you grow? I can grow radishes. I'm not too sure why they're not red. I think I've grown a different variety of radish. So that's the next lot coming up. These I'm not going to go even on about the bloody horse sales. These are just constantly on here. And as I say, I am going to probably put some seed potatoes down, and they'll be ready for autumn. Christmas new potatoes. Excellent. Look at, they smell like radishes. They don't look like radishes. They look like little new potatoes, don't they? But hey ho. So I put the fridge on a few hours ago. You'll see in the last video. And yeah, freezer compartments nicely frozen. Intelligent charger on here. Just let that run for a bit. That's still charging up the leisure battery for the motor mover in a few days when we go out in the caravan. Hi, hey ho. It's becoming a bit of a regular habit, this, isn't it? Coming out when the sun goes down, and quite often when Sandra's out. So Sandra's at bell ringing at the moment. I fell asleep before, for a proper sleep. I was out in the sunshine with work today for quite a bit, and I've no idea why, but so I often have a nap after work, still watch the news, and you sort of have a nap for 15 minutes, but proper sleep, like deep sleep. And even here it's time to go out. Alright, so I'm going to leave these on the side, but I'm not too sure whether we'll get Sandra on camera when she comes back in for bell ringing, to identify. Can you hear the pigeons? We've got some really high conifers over here. You possibly can't see them, they're in there now, and there must be dozens, if not hundreds, that come in to roost. This tree here, do you remember it? Over winter, there wasn't even a leaf on that. That was just completely bare. Look how it's all greened up. And Sandra's proud of her. I'm sure she'll have on Sandra mates. She's got her mini cucumbers on here. These are tomato plants we got for her, which are all coming along. So you sort of have to, the word's not fertilised, but you have to take a male and a female and inseminate the bees, because there's no bees in here to do the cross pollination. You have to do it all by hand. It's a bit like artificial insemination on a cow. To grow your cucumbers and things. Many years ago, I'm not too sure why, I decided to try and grow some marrows. And so you have these males and females, and you have to inseminate them, cross-pollinate them, and I ended up growing, and I don't even like marrows. I ended up growing a few ginormous marrows. Right, let's go and put this in and sit myself down. Bell ringing. How's bell ringing?
Good, actually. Yeah, it was nice.
Good. I've been in the garden. I fell asleep before when you were bell ringing.
I did all the watering. I finished all the watering.
Hang on a moment. No, you didn't do all the watering at all.
That's what you would say, anyway.
I filled the pond up and I started the watering.
Anyway,
yeah.
I finished, well, apart from the greenhouse, which I'll do.
Right.
So, and then, I stuck my head in to say, buy him off bell ringing, but yeah, you were well fast asleep.
Didn't feed the birds. I've replaced all the bird food.
Took the bird water.
I've cleared not that one, you haven't. I've cleared the hedgehog house. Put some fresh food down. He was back again last night. Every night he's coming about 1:45. And funny enough, I go outside with a torch about 1:45, and I've not had an encounter with him yet. So anyway, so you were watering the garden. Did you water the vegetable patch or anything?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything? Did you water my side?
Yeah.
Well, you normally go rifling through my vegetables. You normally like, let's see your 2 vegetables.
I was trying to get everything watered to go bell ringing.
Look, Sandra.
Oh, interesting colour.
What are they?
They're radishes, but they're...
Oh, well, smell them. Do they smell like radishes?
Yeah.
Why aren't they red?
Because they're yellow.
Well, yeah, that's not a very scientific answer, is it? You meant to say it's because the variety is so.
Different varieties, yeah.
Look, there's loads of them, and they're all proper fresh. Like, you didn't even notice me radishes already.
Oh, I watered. You asked me to water, so I watered.
Shall we cut one? Because we'll give one a quick rinse under the tap. And shall we cut one? Because I've never seen not a red trap radish. I don't know what I've grown.
I got a packet last year that was all different colours. It was quite fun.
I don't remember seeing your radish last year.
Well, you were away campsite warden, and this was back in Manchester. So there were some purple ones and yellow ones.
Last year you were here.
White ones and red ones.
Last year you were in Lincolnshire. Last year you were here. You weren't in Manchester.
Spring. I planted some in the spring before we moved.
You came here in June. You don't get radishes until that time.
It depends when you plant them.
Right. Well, anyway, look. Let's get a little plate and cut one open. How excited! Hang on. Back. Oh, and I've done the. Oh, we caught one already. Caught one already. The bait on that one fell out. I've re-put some new.
Thank you.
Fly screens up, right? We'll be back in a minute. Yeah, go on. You give it a wash, and I'll get a. We'll do this live. Excuse a bit of the mess in here, but just to prove it. So sometimes radishes can be quite hot and all the rest of it. Sometimes not so hot. So it's going to be very interesting. This. Yeah, it's cut
the white inside. I'm sure it'll taste like normal radish. I thought.
Right.
Guessing, but...
Here we go. You can't get much fresher than this. That's hot. So I just do another a bigger. But no, much bigger than that. Yeah, that's it. Oh wow! Look at so.
Quite peppery, but yeah, nice.
You know what, Sandra? I was the international radish grower, 1985 to 1982. Oh. So in the patch, even though the stalks aren't very, so they don't look like they're ready. But if you have a rummage, In 3 or 4 more days, we'll be eating pizza. That's fresh. That's nice, isn't it? Oh.
It is a different taste to the red ones, I think. Can't quite put my finger on it, but it's nice. But it's peppery.
No.
But different taste. Somehow.
So I thought initially there that was hotter, but I don't think it is. It's definitely more.
But there's another taste in there. There's a normal radishy taste, and then there's an extra taste.
No, it is hotter.
It is quite hot.
Anyway.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Good job.
Yeah, I'll carry on doing what I was doing. Spiderwebs, spiderwebs, spiderwebs. Darren, I'm not going to show the address. Your stickers and other stickers are now in the post to you. So if you didn't spot a previous video we did, we have got some Campsite Warden stickers available to buy. There are links in the description below, and it's basically the price there is just to cover our costs. It's the price for the first class stamps, an absolute rip-off. So morning coffees. There's Russia in the shade doing sensible things. I'm off to work shortly. I've got my weekly late shift, as I call it, tonight, so I won't be back till quite late. And the weather is continuing to be absolutely glorious. Mini heat wave in the UK. We've mentioned we've got a trip coming up day after tomorrow. So we're quite quirky and quite unusual. And then the following weekend we're also planning on going away as well. So I have at the moment identified another really quirky campsite to possibly go to. If we're not able to go to there, I have got another one in mind. But what we try to do is we try to use the small independent campsites, not the big holiday parks and things like that. So fingers crossed we've got that coming up. And then, as I say, in July we've got a very quirky one coming up, incredibly quirky. And obviously Sandra's birthday coming up, so for the next several weekends, basically up to the school holidays, we've pretty much got things on the go. A lot of bird song, and yeah, beautiful day. Right, I need to plug this, and I need to get on the road. Hi ho, it's off to work. I go. I am home after a long shift, 8:30. I'm going to insert here some recent clips, or fairly recent clips, of our hedgehog. If you don't like hedgehogs, you can fast forward, but you'll see him coming in every single night. And Sandra's home, so oh God, just mashed potato, boiling hot. It's one of the hottest days of the year. Anyway, here's some clips coming now. Right, I hope you enjoyed those clips. Right, so this morning, as I'm heading out to work, the postman came. I got 2 bits of mail redirected from my old address to here. So we need to change 2 addresses. One of them is some stocks that I've got for British Telecom. And then, I can show you the back of here. A letter from the DWP has arrived. Now, I'm only 37. Right? I'm only 37, aren't I, Sandra?
That's what you say.
Thank you. But if I was 63 and a half, if I was age 63, that would be seriously old, wouldn't it? Nobody has prepared me for the letter that came this morning. Totally unannounced and totally unprepared. I'll read out an element to it, of it to you. And those that have had one of these letters, why have you not shared that I was going to get it? So this is from the Department for Work and Pensions. Dear Mr. Taylor, about your state pension age. Your state pension age is 67. Our records show that you'll reach stage pension age. You'll become a pensioner on blah, blah, blah. You do not need to contact us. We will send you a letter 4 months before you reach state pension age. They can't send me a letter because they've got my old flaming address. So it's a good job we've still got mail direct going on. In fact, we've not had anything for several months. Yeah, so this is an official letter to declare that if I was over 37, that I am officially getting old. Not good, Sandra. I'm not happy about that. Not at all happy about that. Fly paper. New fly paper has been catching flies. That's quite a bit higher than the last one. It was bouncing my head. And the thing fell off. It's the card. I might have to put a second one on. Well, that's not caught anything. And, all being well, fingers crossed, but I take this with a pinch of salt. We've got a viewing tomorrow, haven't we, Sandra? All being well.
Well, when you've got a minute to chat first. Yeah.
So, it looks like... You really put this on 2 nights ago, wasn't it? Something like that. Very recently. We may have an offer for the Gobur Caravan within literally a couple of days of putting it on the market. So I think we've got to arrange a viewing or something tomorrow. It's all going to be a bit mad because we're both working, and tomorrow I need to get the caravan ready, so the Adria ready for going away on for anyway. But if we do manage to sell that, that'll be a relief. What's that on the table?
Let's go in Sandra makes. Hands off.
What is it?
Let's go on Sandra makes.
Oh, it's bloody heavy. Can I show you the table? Because it's got some... Rivet. Rivet. I have no idea. Apparently it's going on, Sandra May. I don't believe so. I don't believe you've made that. Alright, you can film it over, take it over. Right, so it's been a while. Look how long the grass has grown. So regardless, the grass is going to get cut. And then the Gobur will sit next to the Adria. And then as it happens, tomorrow is green bin day, so I'm going to get the petrol mower. We'll be finished by midnight tonight. Right, here it goes. Right, so that's into place there. So what I'm actually going to do now, overnight, I'm going to put a smart charger onto the battery. Now I'm not going to get in there or not. I'm not too sure. So hang on a minute, there may be a bit. No, we're going to go. We're going to go out a little bit more. So we go back. Right, so that's the Gobur. in position. Sandra's car's across the road, so we're going to pull that in here in a minute. Then the Gobur can be pulled out because we're going to be opening it up tomorrow. Couldn't even put the Gobur there, couldn't we? But tomorrow's green bin day, so the green bin was out. I'm going to get the petrol mower out and tame that bit of grass. Regardless if it sells or doesn't sell, at least the grass shall be cut, all being well. Right, mower, we need you. Right, so the sun has set. Don't you just love this time of year? And oh, hang on here, Sandra. Right, I've got you. Keys are here.
Just need a bit of rinse off.
And the Honda is there. The grass has been cut. So buy a show up or buy a not show up, buy a not buy, it doesn't matter. The one good thing is we've got the grass cut. I'm not going to show my peas because we've been doing that regular. Oh. Almost ready for podding. Had to show you my peas. And so while I was doing that, Sandra's given the roof. So unlike a Caravan there, you can just clean your Gobur roof at waist level.
I was thinking now the next time I clean my own car, this Caravan step's quite handy.
So what you need to do, you need to become a plasterer, Sandra, don't you?
Plaster?
A plasterer. If you think Sandra should become a plasterer, say so. Well, what do plasterers wear, Sandra?
Shorts and sandals.
So, did you not remember the video clip of our plasterer doing the ceiling? How do you think he reached the ceiling?
I don't know.
They have, for want of a better word, plaster stilts. They have like these shoes that are well off the ground. So that's no, seriously. That's how do you think plasterers, without putting in mini scaffolding and ladders and everything, they actually have like big platforms, for want of a better word. Right, so again, I know I could keep on about the drive. Sandra didn't believe me that you could get 6 or 7 cars on the drive, but there's 2, 3, 4 where I am, 5. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Neil, wake up! 6, 7, and 8 cars on here. But doesn't that look a bit better? Right, I really have got no idea how long this video has gone on for. You met the hedgehog. You might say goodbye to the Gobur. This could be the last time we see it. You'll need to watch tomorrow or very soon after and find out whether we've got space on the drive, not space on the drive, or whether the Gobur is back on the grass. And so it's only been up for sale for 2 days, so if it sells that quickly, that will be an absolute miracle. But for now, we're going to bid you a very fond farewell from after dark. It's after 8, Sandra.
It cleans up well anyway.
It does. Right, you got to say goodbye, Sandra.
Goodbye. But I'm against losing the light here, so I will need to keep moving. But see you all soon.
I've got things to do that are urgent. I'm not sat down since I got in from. Literally, I've got urgent things to do, like consume a cold can of lager. Take care, keep smiling, look after yourselves.